How's it going, everybody? We're going to be going into the Halo Infinite top 10 map list. Now, at the time of this video, there actually are only 10 maps in the game, and we're going to be going over my personal list here. Your list may be different. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think of my list, and maybe comment with your top 3 maps as well. And obviously, before we get into the video, please like and subscribe. I appreciate it. Thank you. To start off, at the bottom of the list here, we have the map High Power. Now, I do want to go over the 3 factors that I put into making this top 10 list. Those are going to be the fun factor of the map design itself, and the game modes and relatively how well they play. Now, for High Power, I put the map at a 2.0 for fun, 2.0 for map design, and a 2.5 for game modes. Now, the reason why I don't find this map very fun is, honestly, it's just kind of a cluster of 12v12, since this is only a big team battle map, and it also has the Wasp that spawns on this map occasionally. That can be a very annoying thing, and I just don't think the map design is all that great. It's kind of just chaotic, and the game modes, we have Stockpile and Capture the Flag and Slayer. Slayer goes way too quick. Stockpile is just ridiculous. Flag is just also ridiculous. So at the bottom of the list, we got High Power. Next map we have on the list is going to be Deadlock. This one came in with a fun factor of 3, map design 2.5, and game modes 2.5. I jumped this one up quite a bit in terms of fun factor because I have had a pretty good time playing this map. Depending on the game mode, of course, but the vehicles are fun, the random weapons that spawn in, and just the general layout of the map isn't too bad. That's why it's also a 2.5 for map design, which is a step above High Power. I haven't had anything annoying completely happen most of the time. I don't have wasps to worry about flying in the air. But generally, though, I don't find the Stronghold game mode very good or the Stockpile game mode very good on this map. Next, we have the map Launch Site. Now, you might be surprised that I have this actually above some of the other big team battle maps. But with this map, we gave it a fun factor of 3, map design 2.5, and game mode 3.0. Now, kind of my biggest reason here for giving it the better score than Deadlock is the fact that there is a game mode on here that I've only seen on this map, which is going to be One Flag. I do think the One Flag game mode can only be used on very rare certain maps, and this is one of those maps that it works, I think, pretty well on. Now, most of the games I will say end in kind of a tie, but I will say that I have a really good time playing the One Flag game mode, and the only other game mode I believe I've played on it is Team Slayer. It is a little bit too big for 4v4, which is the only thing I've seen this in. Currently at this time, there's no squad battle or anything like that from the previous Halo games. And the map design is not the best, but again, like I said, I gave it the higher score due to the fact that the One Flag game mode is pretty fun. Next map on the list is going to be Fragmentation. Now, this is the last of the big team battle maps currently in the game. I actually have a really good time on this map. We gave it a fun factor of 3.5, map design of a 3.0, and game mode 3.0. Now, the fun factor being the fact that I find Stockpile, Capture the Flag, and just the overall game modes in this to be really, really fun. The map's big enough for everybody to kind of spread out, and there's nothing too crazy. It can be kind of chaotic at times, as you can see in the clip that I just played, but it overall is just a really fun time on this map. And, of course, it does remind you of Valhalla from Halo 3, which is always great. Next, we have the map Behemoth. Now, I'm going to start off by saying I know what they were trying to do with this map. It is in the ranked playlist, and I generally do enjoy it overall, but I will say sometimes it is not the best depending on the game mode. So in ranked, currently there's only CTF, which is actually a 5-cap CTF game mode. And there are times where I find myself frustrated because of the fact that your gun shoots across the map in this game, and the fact that you can get spawn killed over and over because it's too open. But I do find the game modes or the map to be generally pretty fun and quick play, and generally when the map is playing well, it can play well. I think the map design is actually pretty good. I just kind of feel like there needs to be a little bit more cover. It depends though, because If you don't have a BR on this map, it's not that crazy. It's really just the ranked mode of CTF that I find to be kind of chaotic at times because you can be shot from across the map on your spawn. We gave this a fun factor of 3.5, map design of 3.0, and game modes 3.0. Triple. Ah. I'll take the overkill, thank you. Next map we have on the list is going to be the map Recharge. We gave this a fun factor of 3.5, map design of 4.0, and game mode 3.0. Now the reason we gave it these scores is because I do find the map pretty fun. Generally I like it when it comes up in the ranked playlist or quick play or whatever game mode we're doing. I do think the map design overall is pretty solid. Now I forgot to factor in spawns when it comes into the map design. Now, the map design and layout itself I think is great, but I don't find myself spawning near my teammates often enough. Now, I don't know if that's the design of the map or of the game itself, but generally overall, this is kind of near the bottom of my maps according to the ones in the ranked playlist. Now, I do enjoy Oddball in this. I do enjoy Slayer, but I do find the Strongholds game mode pretty frustrating personally. Other than that, I still give this map a top 5 for Halo Infinite.
Oh my god. No.
Another one here, I have no ammo. Next up on the list, we have the map Bazaar. So this map actually grew on me. We gave it a fun factor of 3.5, map design of 4.0, and game mode 3.5. I find the CTF game mode on this in the ranked playlist to be very, very fun. Slayer is not the best on this map, I will say. I think the spawns are pretty chaotic and random, obviously depending on how your teammates are playing. But overall, I find this map to be very, very fun. I think the map design is very reminiscent of the Pit, obviously quite a bit smaller and quicker because of the fact that we have sprint and abilities. But overall, I find this map to be very, very good, and I think it plays well in the ranked playlist. Okay. Yes, it was. Next up, we have the map Live Fire. Now, this map you've probably seen the most. It was the map that was played during the beta, and it also probably comes up also 50% of the time when you're playing in the ranked playlist. Now, I've enjoyed pretty much every game mode on this. I enjoy Oddball, I enjoy Strongholds, and Team Slayer. And I think the fun factor of 4 and map design of 4 and game mode of 4 is all very accurate. I don't think this map plays bad whatsoever. I think all the weapons on it are great. In quick play or in ranked, it doesn't matter. And I think this map is just a really good time no matter what.
No scope.
Oh my lord, hello.
No scope.
Oh my lord, chat, what's happening?
No scope.
Next up, we have the map Aquarius. Now, this map, in my opinion, does not come up enough, but personally, it is this game's midship. If you don't know midship, it was in Halo 2 and basically in Halo 3 with a different name, but we gave this one a fun factor of 4.5, map design of 4.5, and game mode 4.0. The reason this is getting a 4.5, again, because it is very reminiscent of midship, plays quite a bit like it, and map design also 4.5 because we just like symmetrical maps. You know, I feel like Arena, Halo, those are the best kind of maps in general. Now, Live Fire is a little bit different. That one's not essentially symmetrical, but it still plays very, very well. Again, game mode wise, I believe this only has Team Slayer and CTF. I think both game modes are great. I think the weapons are great. The fact that the power up spawns at the top mid, you know, having top mid control is always a really good thing on this kind of map. And overall, I think it plays really, really well.
I dislike the term spanker.
Do you?
Nice kill.
I like the spanker, dude.
Smart. I actually like calling it rocket launcher like it was in all the other Halos.
Yeah. And to end it all, we have the number one map on my list is the map Streets. Now, this might be a surprise to some of you. I didn't think this would be my #1 map either. But generally when this map comes up in any game mode or any playlist, I just generally get excited. I think this is one of the most fun maps to play on in Halo Infinite. We gave it a fun factor of 5, map design 4.5, and game mode 4.5. Again, Strongholds is fun, Oddball is fun, regular Slayer is always a great time. I just generally have a good time with this map. I think learning callouts on it is very easy. I know I didn't bring that up in any of the other maps, but just a very square map, right? So it's very, very easy to learn. Very easy to learn how to play on. Power weapon spawns bottom mid, and overall I think it's a really, really fun map. You guys let me know in the comments though below what you guys think of my top 10 list. Let me know what your #1 map would be, and go ahead and make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. I appreciate it, guys. See you next time. I want to play The Sims 4, and I want to make all of you. I want to make all of you as characters in The Sims 4, and then I want to have all of you cook on a stove, and then the stove just catch fire.